lies lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. White son of a gun. Pay for all I've done. Well, they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Had a little fun with my parents' couch. Tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that. Next time I'll be more discreet.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. Ty Felton now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from the April draft. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Let's go. Check go.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. That touchdown number scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did.
He kicks this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Genty. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
In motion, Reed. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Vikings.
Yards on the play.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. Again, working deep downfield. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Would have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
And 10.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Pass caught right side by Thornton.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And that will lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Here's a toss, right side. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. McCarthy to the air on second down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
It is third and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Jaden Reed goes back to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 43-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gentry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after one, 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got it with a second down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him.
And he will go all the way. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, Mike, I know I might be a little biased toward the position, but I'm happy to see them go his way early on National Tight Ends Day. And, of course, they're happy to go his way early and often in just about any game.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Ty Felton now on the return. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown. Minnesota. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Riker is the kickoff for the Vikings.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play there for the Raiders. 53 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say like that. He's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Denty. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Keep it on the ground with Denty. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. Here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
It's 4th down.
They'll try it now with Denty. He slams it in there, and he is in. Ashton Denty. Touchdown, Vegas.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll air it out down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Good coverage by the red team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 42-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
A run out of the gun for Genty. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yards, but it will set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that, be a bit of a letdown.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Trying to get out to Ashton Genty that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike. And it's as simple as, if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
And he is going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. That is brought in at the 10. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here now, second down and goal. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
It's now third.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points.
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. On fourth down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal.
A 23-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Raiders move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. Ty Felton now on the return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Carrington Valentine.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
60 Eagle.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That is taken in by Felton. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First down.
Ready, break.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready. Panther 6. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain on the play.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
They'll run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score Vikings 17.
He kicks this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the set. Let's go now.
They'll put Addison in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That's into the hands of Horton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one's good for 26 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to his tight end Bowers. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 20-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 20, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run to begin the 4th, and here's Genty. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I would only want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Go to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Set. 70 Lions. 70.
They'll begin here on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
19, go.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. To the right side, he's got Hutchinson, his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Close to 19. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Check go.
Now give on the ground. He takes a really good leg in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
He's got a man. That's Felton. A gain there of 11. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Ready, set.
Here's second down.
Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll run here. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tangle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches.
Set. Viking 8, 6, 18.
They'll drop to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They'll stick to the ground. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stop, 46 seconds to go.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Second down, goal to go.
Reload. Reload. Cougar 19. Go check. Go check. Check go.
They'll run. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Will Riker down on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings have taken a 4-point advantage. As they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is brought in. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw again. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and He's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They'll look to throw yet again. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long.
It's third down.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So